Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So interesting story. So I got here and it was amazing. The birds were chirping. I was walking to my class, and I always come there early, and now I know why. So I was coming here, and I was like, wow, my backpack's really light. Well, it turns out I forgot my Braille note, which is like the one thing I need for class. And unfortunately, it's not like a pencil where I can just be like, hey, can I borrow that, So I just made the walk from the dorms to here 4 times in 20 minutes. And so I just got back in here. That's why I'm like dying right now. And so the problem with that is that I need a dog because I was walking here. I almost snapped my cane 5 times and it slowed me down. I was like, man, I could like totally run right now and get there in like 5 minutes. But it kept getting caught on everything, and and it really slowed me down because I'd have to stop, yank it out of whatever it was stuck into, and then keep going. And I ran into like tables, and because I was going like I'm back in action. I got my folding cane yesterday, with my small tip. I don't know if you guys can see. My folding cane is back. I put some tape on it, and I got the small tip. So when that happens, even though I'm not wearing my tennis shoes, I am like in action. Like I can breathe a little bit better today. I've had some sinus issues. My ears have been draining, so I haven't really been able to hear. But I am back in action, and I made it in 20 minutes 4 times, and I was just like super thrilled, but also very annoyed because like I ran into stuff so hard. Like my cane's like bent, and I was trying to yank it out, and it was just crazy. So I'm sorry, front facing camera, and I probably look gross because I was like out of breath because I couldn't. My nose is still clogged, so I couldn't really breathe, and pretty sure people thought I was crazy just running across campus like that, but oh well. I almost tripped a couple people because I literally had no idea they were there, and I can't sense stuff as fast if I'm running, So, I was veering a lot because I can't focus on going straight and getting there in speed. And also I couldn't detect obstacles with my hearing as well because, I was going. And people were moving, so by the time I would figure out they were there, they'd be gone, so it was fun. But, that's whenever you know that a dog would be helpful, is whenever you're slower with a cane and you hate hitting every single obstacle. I am hopeful that I will be getting a dog soon. It'll be, I guess it'll be almost 4 months soon. So I'm kind of getting a little bit, worried that I might not get one. And, so I'm just praying that God's gonna give me a match. I don't know. I know that by now they should be either in training or close to finishing. I think this one lady waited for like over a year for a match, and I pray that's not me. But the way I'm looking at it now, just to keep myself from losing that hope, is that the more time I go with the cane, I will have more experience and be ready for the dog. So I'm just, yeah. It's almost spring break. I'm gonna practice street crossings because I'm not that great at street crossings currently, just because I haven't done them in a while. I mean, I'm decent. Like I can obviously cross the streets. It just I need to do them with traffic and have the parallel traffic and do my surge times and all that. So, looking forward to spring break. It's about a week away, and I probably won't make another video for the next. I might make some on spring break. I might do some street crossings videos. I don't really like doing that just because I'm trying to focus on street crossings and walking, but once I get comfortable with it, I'll probably do a couple videos of just me doing that with the cane, and I'll kind of explain how I do it and then how it would be different with the dog. So I don't know when I will be posting those videos, because obviously I haven't done them yet. But I know I won't post them during spring break because I have no Wi-Fi at home. And so once I get back to college, I'll post them. I'm gonna try the GPS, work on that, because I think it will work better in town with a reliable grid pattern, like streets, Around here it's just too open. I have the Victor Trek, and then I'm also gonna be working on more guide dog stuff. They sent me like lessons that I have to go over and learn before I get a dog, like the basic commands and the the information, like how to give them a bath and all that. So I will be studying that, and that's honestly something I am looking forward to because it's not school. It's like life applicable lessons, and so I'm going to be learning like how to make the different, like you can make like dog conditioner, dog toothpaste, all that. So I'm going to learn how to make those and possibly find some friends with guide dogs that I can like call and ask questions. I would really like to do a Juno walk with someone, or even a sighted guide, and just like me directing them, just because I don't do too well with orientation. Unless I'm like thoroughly familiar, then I can figure it out, but I need to learn how to focus better on sound clues and just landmarks without my cane. So I'm going to try to work on that some. I have lots of sighted people at home that can help me with that, because the focus is to not use the cane, so you have to rely on the guide a lot more, and I have a problem with that sometimes because my guides don't always, they'll forget something, or they won't tell me until it's too late that there's a curb, which is applicable to a dog because they're not always going to be perfect. So I'm just going to work on that, and hopefully I will post those soon. Hopefully it does not snow or rain for spring break, because literally every time I've been home, it's rained. So I'm going to do that, and I'm looking for an apartment, in proper English, and hopefully I will be able to like figure out the layout and figure out a good place for the dog, because I had to find a place for the crate. I will be choosing to crate my dog just because I want them to have their own little space. I'm not really comfortable with tie downs, just because I have some friends who have really strong dogs, and they'll put their dog in tie down, and they will like move the chair that's on the tie down because they're so strong. So I don't want them to be on tie down, unless the situation deems it necessary. But I want them to have their own little crate and kind of have a place to chill, and and it's protected, because like on a tie down they're not always protected, they're just on a blanket or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and buy a crate just because I want my dog to feel like they have their own little chill space, and that's really the only thing I can actually buy, because I don't know what kind of toys they're gonna use or what kind of food, just because like the food, Little Dog uses Purina Pro Plus something or other, it's like a long name, but some dogs don't use that, or don't eat that because, like dietary or whatever, so I'm not gonna go ahead and buy the food. Also, I've heard that they give you a large amount of food to take home with you, so that'll be good, because, if you can't get to the store until a week later or 2 days later, then you need to have food. I guess I could probably go ahead and buy some bowls, like steel. They recommend steel dishes. Stainless steel. That's the word. Yeah. So I can get like a food and water bowl. My cats actually have stainless steel water bowls, and they're really small, so I don't know if they'd work, but I'm gonna check them out and see. I'm not gonna use that for my dog because that's cat food, but they're like not that expensive, so I'm excited because me being a college student, you know, I'm not gonna be able to afford all the fancy stuff. So I'm glad I don't have to buy tie downs. I think you get 2 tie downs, and then obviously you get the leash, the harness, and I think you get a treat pouch. I'm not really sure. And then you also get I think you get a toy or 2, and possibly a clicker, which I'm not sure, which those aren't too expensive. I think they're like $5. But basically that's just used for training, you know, like find the bench and you click and give them food. And I'm excited that when I get my dog, I'm gonna do lots of videos, and because like the only people I've seen that do videos about their guide dogs, either they do like vlogs, and some people actually like travel with their guide dogs. Like my favorite YouTuber, Joy Ross, she actually you know, does all kinds of good stuff with her dog. Like they'll walk to the grocery store and she'll film it. She'll kind of give you a little view of what it's like, and so that's very helpful to me. She did get her dogs from Guide Dogs for the Blind. I've been watching some people that get their dogs from Guide Dogs for the Desert. There's a girl that has a poodle. Her name's her channel is Poodle Lives. I think he's from Guide Dogs for the Desert. I'm sorry, her dog's name's Cindy. I think it's Cindy. And then there's Joy, who got her dog from Seeing Eye, and someone else got theirs from Guiding Eyes, Guide Dog Foundation, and I've only found like one person that's got their dog from Leader Dogs, so I'm a little bit nervous, just because like I don't really hear a lot about, you know, people on YouTube with Leader Dogs. But I do know a lot of people from around this area, well not this area specifically, but like around the state, that have Leader Dogs. I know puppy raisers that have raised Leader Dogs, and there's actually one in my hometown. And so I really want to find them and ask them what it's like to have a puppy, train a puppy, and then see it graduate. So I'm really excited. So that's my video. Thank you for watching, and sorry it's front facing. I know you guys probably don't like it. However, for my blind viewers, it doesn't really matter because you can't see anything. So